My name is Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of the Earl Bartholomew of Shiring. At least, I used to be, before my father was arrested for conspiring against the king. And a man I had once refused to marry took control of everything my family had ever owned, including ourselves.
Her dad's dead now.
Where's the girl?
She is where you put her, you fiend. Once the king finds out...
Here's the key. Now go get her. I'm starving.
Yeah, this guy is not getting her. He has me sleep here, while Richard is chained to the stables. I'd rather be there than this close to William. My robes, my dresses, all gone. Regan Hamley took them. She wanted them resewn.
Milady, are you awake? William Hamley is
Why am I
back. He wants
fooling
to see
myself?
you.
There is nothing left.
May I enter?
Up or down? What is worse?
Please, you mustn't
William
make him
Hamley
wait.
is still in a storm. William is waiting downstairs.
What's taking so long?
I'm sorry, but I have to come in.
Ah, damn it.
Thank the Lord. You're alive.
Of course. Why wouldn't I be? Dear God, did he hit you?
Well, I suppose he's getting more daring now that his father is about to see the king.
This is taking too long. Go get them.
Right. Milady, I must ask you, do not provoke him. Not yet. Not until you're properly armed.
How is my brother?
How is Richard?
They treat him like a dog. I gave him a cloak so he wouldn't have to freeze through that storm. There are weapons hidden in the yard. Near the gate. Look for a red piece of cloth.
Okay.
Get down here, and no talking. And don't cause any trouble. I just cleaned my sword.
He is getting stabbed. Okay, let's look for a red cloth.
Finally. Just because I allowed you to sleep in my room doesn't mean you can make yourself cozy in there. Ugh, what's with your face? Your arrogance makes you ugly. Did you know that?
I didn't sleep well.
I didn't sleep well.
Were you lonely?
We've all been sleeping poorly the last few weeks. Your father will be the new Earl soon. This castle will be yours. There's no need to...
Hey, thanks for the follow, Miss Story. I really do appreciate that.
It's all right. I can speak for myself.
Oi, Walter. Looks like the princess needs a servant to do her talking. Can't imagine why I ever wanted to marry that ugly boar. A real lady. That's what I deserve. Maybe even Empress Maud. Yes, I'll marry the Empress.
Your words cannot hurt me.
But I will keep on fucking her.
Your words cannot hurt me.
Shut up!
I won't.
You have no say around here anymore.
I I am
Why am I
still the
provoking
daughter of your Earl.
You're a common whore, that's what you are.
Dude,
Oh, how
no
you
chill.
must enjoy your revenge.
You're just getting what you deserve.
All this just because I wouldn't marry you.
Shut up. Shut up!
You had
You
me
are
at
a
hello.
sad man who knows nothing but cruelty. God shall punish you for this.
I am the cruel one. You renounced our wedding and made me the laughingstock of the entire Shire.
Stop, both of you. Go outside, girl. Walk it off.
Will do. Alright,
All right, I shall do so gladly.
we're getting that weapon.
Anything you need, William?
Tell the bitch to get me something to eat. I'm starving.
You heard him. Go, now!
Okay. So, red cloth.
I always told you your stubbornness would be your end.
Where do you say it was? It's... Check on Richard.
Ali? What are you doing here?
Shut up. And you, get the food.
Okay. William's watchdog. Father had a few men like him.
Ali?
They just whistled and killed. Near the gate, Matthew said.
Nothing. Maybe Matthew meant the other gate.
Let's walk up the wall.
You stay down here with me. Do you hear?
Alright, whatever. Poor girl. They chained her too.
Flemish, here, girl. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, poor pup.
Ah, good girl. It must be hard to catch my scent in this rain.
One more step and I'll assume you've got a death wish.
Okay. This is where we store the food. Unfortunately.
Oh! It smells horrible in here.
Give him some rotten food. Inedible. Rotting. Teeming with maggots. What a sickening scent. It burns my nostrils. Something in there. Smells horrible. Turned to mush. Sour smell. Just a cloth. Oh, cloth.
Let's see. A loaf of bread. And it doesn't look as bad as everything else in here.
Looks edible. Old, but edible. Okay, so we got a loaf of dry bread. Flour. Wonder how much is left. Let's check the flour.
Mealworms.
It got wet. Moldy and full of mealworms and beetles. Moldy too. Not much left. Let's check the barrel.
Ugh. A dead chicken. What a horrible smell. Someone must have trapped it in here for fun.
Why
What
would
a
anyone do
waste.
that? Okay. I'm not gonna... Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him normal bread for right now. As much as I don't want to. Unless that's the weapon.
Did you get what he asked for?
Yes.
Good. Don't waste his time then.
Okay.
No, there are no weapons here. And no sign of my red scarf.
Wait, why would you... He's not used to cruelty like this. None of us is.
Matthew.
He's all right. Now get some food, will you?
Okay. The mold is spreading. As soon as we get rid of William, Matthew will take care of it again. This is our fireplace, not his. He deserves a different kind of fire. Give him the bread.
Your food.
Is that all?
After your knights raided the castle, this is all they left.
There must be more.
There isn't.
There isn't. If you don't believe me, then go and look for yourself.
You really think you can play your silly games with me?
I am still the daughter of the Earl, and by the law of the King, you are my subject.
Oh my. Forget what I said about your arrogance. It actually makes you quite pretty. Huh?
In the name of my father, you will die for this!
Master Richard, don't!
Oh.
Stupid boy. Almost as stupid as his sister. I'd rape you if I could. But you're not my kind of lass. What's with her? She dead?
Leave her. The king has not yet spoken. Wait till your father is an earl proper. Then you can do with her whatever you want.
Damn! To hell with it. She's so ugly, no one would ever want to take her anyway. Put them with the animals until the king has decided.
Wow, this guy. Something. Ugh. So, this is actually based on a book, for anyone who's kind of showed up later. I haven't read it yet. It is one of those books that are kind of held in high regard. I'll read it someday. But I don't really have the time for it right now. I'm still kind of going through the Witcher books. Maybe I'll check them out after. I guess it just depends on how this game goes. If I like kind of the atmosphere of the game, I'll come back to this. What's going on? I'm getting a little bit of feedback on my headphones, but not too bad. It's not coming through the desktop audio, so I don't mind as much. I'm sure I just have to kind of... Oh, that's not my headphones. Because I turned the audio completely off. It's... think it's like a little bit of buzzing coming from the router that I can hear. Move, Richard, please. Don't just lie there. A single horseshoe. William's hound must have left it.
It's just out of reach.
Looks heavy. Also out of reach, I'm assuming?
It's too high. I'm chained to a post. I can't reach it. If only it was closer.
Horsey? No. There must be a way to remove them. It must only break one link. Okay. Let's talk to Richard.
Richard! Richard! Wake up! Come on, I need you to wake up! Hey!
Richard, you up?
Ali? Ali, my ear!
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking, charging William like that?
I had to protect you.
Nah, it was very brave of you, but it was
That
stupid.
was very brave of you.
I don't know.
It was. Father will be proud when you tell him.
Oh. How do you feel?
How do you feel?
Hot.
The wound is boiling your blood. We need to get you someplace dry and cool so you can heal.
Ali, they shackled us. I will die here.
Calm down. You'll only make things worse.
Throw me the horseshoe.
Richard, throw me that horseshoe.
It's not hard enough to break the chain. I already tried.
I'll think of something. Just give it to me.
Okay. How did you free yourself?
How did you free yourself before?
I don't know. When they put me here, they had the shackles fitted to my ankles. But today, I somehow managed to slip through. These 3 weeks must have made me very determined.
Or you lost some
Yes.
weight.
And very thin.
We will get out of here.
Don't give up. We will get out of here.
And what then?
We'll find Father. He'll know what to do.
I heard them say that he's with the king in Winchester.
Then that's where we'll go.
So my mind is
You'll
going
see.
like Saw right
He'll
now,
make
where I have to
things
take
right
the
again.
horseshoe and bash my foot in so I can break the leg, or break the foot so I can get it through. But probably completely the wrong way to think. Thank the Lord, Richard is alive. Let's grab the horseshoe. Throw it at the hammer? Oops! There we go. Hammer time. Nope. Nope. Come on, Ryan. Broke it.
Shh. I'll open yours next.
I can still hear you say it. You'll never break the chain.
Can you stand?
I'll try.
Good. Then wait here. I'll find us a way to get out of here.
Let's take his horse.
Yes, good idea. But first we need the weapons Matthew hid for us.
How are we gonna calm the horse? Beautiful. Someone is taking care of it. Hard to believe there's care and kindness in his master.
Try to stay sharp. If he wakes up, shout and run as fast as you can. Do you hear?
I will.
Okay. Walk up the wall, is what I'm thinking. More of Percy
I have to
Hamley's
say,
henchmen.
That battle was a bit short for my taste.
Okay, William's henchmen. Being from a politically ambitious noble family, William Hamley commands a small army of his own. He likes to keep his three most trusted men by his side, Walter, Hugh Axe, and Ugly Gervase. The latter two are knights known for their violence and loyalty. Their names alone strike fears in the hearts of their enemy. Walter was once William's instructor and taught him how to fight and ride since William was a boy. Now Walter is his bodyguard and right-hand man.
The knights weren't prepared and the peasants scattered like chicken.
No, there's cloth.
What I wouldn't do for a good kill right now.
I found it. Matthew's piece of cloth.
What do we got? Father's dagger. And I want to stab this dude. Okay. Pet it. Shh, shh.
Careful! He doesn't seem to like that.
Remove the saddlebag. Shh.
Whoa. Easy. Easy now.
What are you doing? The horse nearly woke the guard.
The knot is too tight.
Cut the saddlebag loose. Okay, there's some oats. Let's give the horse some oats.
Oh, you look hungry. Want to eat?
Yeah, you're a good little
It's
horsey.
calm now. Try to mount it, Richard.
But where do we go?
To Winchester, of course. We need to find Father and talk to the king. They must find out what's happening here. Now climb on. It won't eat forever. Now me.
Okay, I was wondering when that was gonna happen.
Oi! You there! Stop!
Cut him off!
Okay. Ride into the forest.
The thought that they could catch up with us urged me to ride onward. It rained relentlessly. After a while, Richard's moaning got weaker, but I did not dare look back, for I feared to see William Hamley right at our heels. I forced the horse to go faster, hoping that my brother would not succumb to his wounds.
Let's ride to Winchester.
We headed toward Winchester. The king would make things right if we explained them to him. He had to. It wasn't long until Richard almost fell off the horse. Touching his forehead, I realized he had a high fever. His mutilated ear was red, hot, and swollen. A sound startled me. From the thicket of the forest emerged a woman. I was ready to draw the dagger that was flush against my forearm. I asked her to give us her name. This was her forest, she said, so we should be the ones introducing ourselves.
Okay.
I proclaimed that I was the daughter of the Earl of Shiring, traveling with my brother. I can tell your nobility by your manners. She smiled and revealed in turn that she was the wife of the local verderer. Seeing Richard's ear, she said that he needed help. Luckily, their hut was nearby. She offered us food, shelter, and care.
Okay. I'm going to trust her to help Richard.
We followed her to the hut. It was further than she had led us to believe. There, I helped my brother off the horse and let the woman take the horse's reins. The hut was rather barren, with few furnishings. It was almost as cold as outside, and there was no sign of her husband. Richard dropped onto one of the creaky stools. The woman lit a fire, which came alive with a crackle and gave out a warming glow.
Promise a reward for her help? Yeah.
I told her that we may have nothing to give her now, but if she managed to make Richard well again, we'd come back and reward her one day. She finally turned towards us again, an odd smile on her lips. Something was strange about her expression. She nodded towards the fire. There was a sound outside, but she distracted my attention by turning to Richard. She started to explain that to close a wound, one must gently press a hot piece of metal against the flesh. This will stop demons and bad smells from entering the body. The woman's eyes kept darting to the door, so I turned my head to see what it was she was looking for. The moment after I'd turned my head, my own knife was pointing at my face. She'd noticed the dagger in my sleeve and had yanked it out before I knew what was happening. She apologized. It's a tough world, and it's eat or be eaten. There was another noise outside. He's here, she said.
I'm gonna go with fight.
I swiftly grabbed a splintered board from the ground and pointed it at her in defense. Suddenly, I was grabbed from behind, and the next moment I landed hard on the floor. He examined us and our weapons and broke into laughter. He stepped closer to reach for Richard's sword, but his wife interrupted. We can't sell that. Everyone would know who that sword belonged to. The man grunted in agreement and turned to leave. Before she followed him, she dropped my dagger. "Burn out your brother's wound with this," she said, and disappeared. We heard the whinnying of William's horse and the stomping of hooves from outside. We stood, frozen, until Richard told me to go and have a look. As I did, the outlaws were long on their way, and our mount with them. The hut probably hadn't belonged to them in the first place, but at least it meant a roof over our heads for the night.
Okay. But now they're going to chase after the horse.
The fire was still burning. We had no other choice but to trust the word of the outlaw. The heated dagger trembled in my hands. "Do it, Ali, I can take it." Richard tried to sound brave. A horrible hissing sound and the smell of burnt flesh filled the hut when the blade touched his ear. But it seemed to work. For a few hours, I guarded the door while Richard
Part
slept.
2 has been a lot
Soon,
more
I fell asleep
harsh.
too.
Okay, let's continue to Winchester.
We walked for 2 more days with only brief rests in between, but we finally arrived at the city gates of Winchester. Richard was weak, but at least we were still together, and we were sure that together we would find a way to escape this nightmare.
Okay, let's see what's going on in Winchester. Okay, so I spoke for myself, I made him mad, I praised Richard, I successfully escaped, I trusted a woman and got robbed, which, I mean, I still don't regret it. You gotta give people the benefit of the doubt, except for those who have obviously proven themselves not to be. And I burnt Richard's wound out, so I've at least cauterized the wound. So that's the end of chapter 8.